Yes, the Casanovians. Hope you boys are well. Another day, another live. Sending healthy doses of optimism down through the lens your way. I hope you have a true renaissance day today. I hope you absolutely crush it. I hope you overcome all your self-limiting beliefs, your negative self-talk, and you live a life free from bullshit. So in this one, I want to talk to you boys about rejection, what to do if you keep getting rejected, how to actually navigate the inevitable vicissitudes of cold approach. And this live stream has been inspired by a conversation that I had with a good friend of mine, Daniel, who a lot of you boys will know. We've done live streams together, we do coaching together in London. And we were having a discussion. He actually made a video on his channel, which featured my response to a title that he was making. But it was about the concept of rejection. And one of the guys in his comments asked the question, or he made the statement that I've gone out and I've been rejected 1,000 times. Should I stop cold approaching? Like that was a general gist of it, right? So we've got a guy, he's been out and he's been rejected 1,000 times. So he was asking, should I stop cold approaching? And then he was asking us, do you think that this would destroy somebody's confidence? If they went out and they got rejected 1,000 times, do you think that that would capitulate someone's confidence? And do you think they should stop cold approaching? So I meditated on this question and I think I've got a pretty good answer for it that hopefully resonates with you, because there's probably a lot of guys who watch these live streams and cold approach is not really sticking for them at the moment. Maybe they've gone out, maybe they've been parading around the pavements for 8 hours a day for the past 10 years of their lives and they've got nothing to show for it. If that's you, you need to do something about it fast, all right? So it really depends on if the rejections are successive or sporadic, okay? So successive rejections means that all you know when you go out there is rejection, rejection, rejection. You're just bouncing from one blowout, like one after the other. If I had 1,000 successive rejections, 1,000,000% this would capitulate my confidence. However, the caveat to this is I wouldn't let it get to that point. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'd gone out, imagine I was starting from scratch all over again. Imagine I was who I was 4 years ago. I was that unfuckable turnip, living in that grotty apartment in central Leeds. If I'd have gone out and got rejected 100 times in a row, I would have had to look at myself and be like, right, there's clearly something going wrong here. For you to get to 1,000 successive rejections, for me, demonstrates a true lack of social and emotional intelligence. Like, there's no one on this earth who should be putting themselves through 1,000 successive rejections until they realize, oh, maybe I do need to get some feedback. Maybe I do need to improve something. Because what I've found to be true with all the guys that I've worked with, all the experience that I've had since I started, is there's usually 3 reasons why guys are getting successive rejections. It's usually to do with the way they look, the way they talk, and the way that they think. I think the way that people think is the most, that's like one of those it's like a silent killer. Yeah, because a guy could, because a lot of the guys that I work with, they've got it all on paper, right? They're high achieving, busy city workers, glittering career, more money than they know what to do with, but they still can't pull a muscle. And it's usually because of the way that they're thinking about themselves. They're usually experiencing failure in advance. They will reject themselves on the girl's behalf, and they're grappling with that perceived lack of self-worth. Because remember, the girl very much is your mirror. She feels what you feel. So if you're going into every single approach feeling like an unlovable piece of shit, then it's no wonder why you're getting these successive rejections. It's because your internal state is equating to your external reality. So if all you know is rejection after rejection after rejection, then brother, it's time to actually audit yourself, right? You need to get feedback in some way, because if we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always got. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. Yeah, there's no point in continuing to put yourself out there, putting yourself through the social fire, if you're not changing anything about yourself. So just if you've got friends, which hopefully you do, just get your friends to give you some no BS feedback on the way that you look, on the way that you dress. I was fortunate in a way because I started documenting my entire cold approach journey on YouTube early. Like, I'm the only one that I know of in this industry who's been documenting his progress since he actually started. So you can go back on my channel, just go back to my oldest videos and you can watch me develop chronologically. Yeah, so understand, when I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to you as a brother, not as a guru, right? I've been in that position where I was a 4 out of 10 at best. That's me quoting one of my favorite comments of all time. I look shit. I didn't have much going for me. Like financially, I wasn't there. I had £24.82 a universal credit, live in that grotty apartment. On its best days, yeah, I had cockroaches. Like, I just wasn't the man that I needed to be. Okay, so I'm not sat on my ivory tower being like, oh, I'm so high and mighty. No, I've developed my value as a man over time, especially over these past 4 years. So yeah, if you're just getting successive rejections, you need to get feedback. A really good exercise you can do is record the audio of your conversations, because remember, there was 3 things why people are getting rejected. One of them is the way that you talk. So by recording the audio of your conversations, you'll be able to give yourself a point of reference, right? Actually listen to yourself back. Maybe you're talking too fast. Maybe your approach lacks conviction. Maybe your conversations are too platonic and you're giving off gay best friend vibes. Maybe your overall vibe is creepy. Yeah, that's a big one that guys will experience. If you're not getting enough social interaction throughout your day-to-day life, if you're not constantly meeting people who you don't know, if you're not constantly pushing your social boundaries and getting yourself into a social flow state, then you're going to give off a creepy vibe. And it's not necessarily because you're creepy, it's just because you lack social practice. That's it. Like, a lot of guys who become attracted to cold approach, I think they see it as a cheat code into the sexual marketplace. It is, but for the right guys. And you do need to have a baseline level of social skills before you even get started with cold approach. Yeah, I think it was maybe a decade ago, the marketing was very much like, right, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you look like, you can be sleeping on a cum-stained mattress in your grandma's basement, you can still get results. That marketing is dead. It's a lie. It's a fallacy, right? Day game, or game in general, it's simply a way of delivering your value to the world, right? If you've got no value to give, build some value first, right? Just go to classes in the evening, dance classes, bachata, kizomba, salsa, go to improv classes. Just start speaking to more people who you don't know on a daily basis. Now you're in a social flow state. Now your vibe's less creepy. Now you'll start to be able to experience success in advance when you go out to cold approach, right? So hopefully that's useful. Now, the other side of this is, I don't know why I'm gravitating more towards this side, don't I? The other side of this is sporadic rejections, okay? So this is completely normal. I've been rejected well over, I would say at this point, 10,000 times. Like, forget about 1,000 rejections, but the difference with sporadic compared to successive is in between the sporadic rejections, I'll also get good conversations. I'll also get phone numbers, Instagram, dates, happy endings. Like, sporadic rejections, like, everyone is going to get rejected. Like, thinking you're not going to get rejected is another fallacy. So if you're going to play the game, yeah, if you're going to play the game, whether that's daytime cold approach, nighttime, whatever fucking game you play in, rejection is a rite of passage. Everyone gets rejected. If you're not getting rejected, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. However, if all you know is 1,000 successive rejections, then this is on you. Right? I don't care what anyone says. We are all accountable for our own lives, and we need to take radical responsibility. There's no point crying online, oh, no woman wants me, no girl will ever love me, I've had so many rejections, day game doesn't work. It's like, yes, day game works. It's like saying sales doesn't work or marketing doesn't work. This works as long as you do, right? And it's never the driver, it's never the vehicle, it's the driver, yeah? Like, we need to understand that, yeah? It's not a case of, oh, this doesn't work. It's a case of you don't work. And that doesn't mean just keep putting yourself out there. Like, it's just this fallacy that guys have. They'll leave comments like, oh yeah, got rejected 20 times in a row. Oh well, better keep approaching. It's like, no, don't keep approaching. Get feedback on what you're shit at. It's either the way you look, the way you talk, or the way you think. Get people to give you no bullshit feedback. That's how we make rapid progress, right? When I first started this, 6 months after I started working with Daniel, right, who films all of my infields. Then I started putting my videos on YouTube. So I was getting feedback from the rest of the world. That was an incredible way for me to make progress fast because as you probably know, the internet does not give a fuck about you, right? It doesn't give a fuck about you. You've got anonymous people, anonymous losers who just hide behind anonymous profiles, little keyboard warriors who've done fuck all in their lives. But I'm so grateful to these people. I'm so grateful to the internet trolls and the haters because they're the ones who actually give me the feedback, right? That they basically told me what I needed to know rather than what I wanted to hear. So when I was getting comments like, you're ugly, you're a 4 out of 10 at best, why are you wasting these girls' time? Like they're never gonna date you. All of that, it gave me fuel. And this is why I say, cold approach is not for the faint of heart. Right? If you're a little snowflake, if you're an action avoider, or if you're an excuse maker, if someone says to you, mate, you need to dress better. You need to work on your overall mindset. You need to fucking go to the gym. You need to take care of your personal hygiene. If that shit offends you, you're never going to make it. You're never going to make it with cold approach. You're never going to make it with life, right? You need to have this bulletproof bravado, this bulletproof mindset. No matter what, I can handle it. Throw me in hell. I'll find a way to enjoy it. But if it's just successive rejections, just get someone to give you feedback. If you can't afford coaching or mentorship or network, just record the audio of your conversation. Just get the voice recorder app on your phone, capture the audio through your headphones, go out, do 10 approaches, listen to 5 of them back, get yourself a point of reference, learn where you're going wrong. Yeah, so yeah, I'm giving you tough love because there's no reason in the world that we live in, with all of the information that abounds, there's no reason why you can't put in the reps over the course of this year to become the most fuckable version of yourself. If you want like ready-made action plans, I've got 2 free, yes, free. They are free, right? Before anyone starts fucking crying online, all my courses are free, all right? So if you want to download my courses, you can get instant access right now. The links will be in the description. You can get Conversation Killer, which teaches you how even the most introverted of guys can get started and get results from cold approach. And you can also get my Most Fuckable Man course, which teaches you, step by step, how I went from an unfuckable turnip to now becoming the person I am today. There's also a bonus module in that on how to build a fully independent international lifestyle. So dude, all of this shit is available to you for free, but you don't need any more information, right? Once you've watched these courses, once you've consumed my content, you don't need any more information. What you need is implementation, right? You need to actually get to work. And that doesn't just mean going out, approach. It's right. Look at yourself in the mirror. What do you look like right now? Are you out of shape? How are you dressing? Can you get someone, one of your friends, just give you some no bullshit feedback? Go out, record the audio of your conversations. Make sure you live in a hyper-social lifestyle. Go to dance classes. Always be striking up conversation with strangers. Talk to everybody. Fucking lady at the bus stop. Hiya, how are you? Nice shoes. How your day's going? Woman walking a dog. Hi, nice dog. We should go out sometime. My ties, your place or mine. Cool, nice one. Just banterloping. Yeah, just like fucking ricocheting through the world. Striking up conversations with people. This is how we make seduction something we are rather than something we do. And this is how we make attracting women feel as effortless as drinking water. It's just always be talking to people, aiming to get 1% better every day. And just remind yourself, we're all operating on our own timeline as well. Don't compare your first chapter to somebody else's 30th, right? We're all operating on our own timeline. Don't allow admiration to become imitation. You've got this. But yeah, thought I'd just get that out there because I think the topic of rejection is an interesting one. We're all going to get rejected, of course. I get rejected. Daniel gets rejected. Fucking Dan Bilzerian gets rejected. Everyone gets rejected, right? But if the rejections are just one after the other and you've been cold approaching for, let's say, 6 months now and you've not got a sniff, then something needs to change because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So yeah, Hopefully you boys have found this useful. If you're watching on the live, then drop it a like. That helps me. It tells me that you appreciate the content and you want to see more of these Casanovian expostulations. The goal of every one of these live streams is to change your fucking life, right? Changing people's lives, one live stream at a time. So yeah, just drop it a like. It tells me that you're enjoying them. All the courses will be linked below, so you can access all that information. But for fuck's sake, make sure you actually do something with that information, transmute information into implementation. So yeah, drop the live stream a like. I'll speak with you boys again tomorrow. I love you all very much. And yeah, let's just go crush it today. All right, fellas. Bye.